Hey everyone, I'm Coco Chicago and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at Keeper of the Lost Cities characters as American Girl dolls. First off, we'll be looking at Sophia Elizabeth Foster, the protagonist in the series. For her, I chose Kaylee Hopkins, the retired Girl of the Year of 2003. Just like Sophie Foster, she has a lighter skin tone, blonde hair, and brown eyes. You could also do Truly Me 24, but she has freckles. How I picture Sophie Foster, she has the classic mold, which is also why I chose this doll. I did the one with Kaylee Hopkins, but I also wanted to do a custom version too. Now I'm gonna go find the eyes. In the previous clip, I showed how to make this version in the middle here, the Sylvia Foster, which is the custom version. So here's the original image. Here's the one with Kaylee Hopkins. But I wasn't 100% a fan of it, so I did this one here in the middle with the Truly Me doll. And I think the hair flowed so nicely, it looks almost identical to the way the original illustration looks. And I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I'm also sorry that I only have footage of making this one, but I'll explain how I did it in the other clips. Next up, we've got Bianna Amberley Thacker. I chose a Mary Grace doll as a base doll for her, as I didn't feel that other dolls really matched her characteristics. I also feel that if she was a doll, she would have the Mary Grace face mold. And also, the eyes are already a very good color. All I think we need to do is to darken the hair. Here's what I have for Bianna Thacker. I wasn't 100% sure how to do it, and I haven't used this editing software before, but I'm pretty happy with what I came up with. I darkened her hair and her eyebrows, added a little bit of blush, and changed the color of her dress to make it similar to the photo to the right. And I also added the Thacker crest. And overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I also did this other version of Bianna so that it could go on the thumbnail because this format is a little bit different than with my other dolls. So I used the same doll here and then put it onto the image, changed the hair a little bit to make it fit better with the original image. It's not the best, but I do think it looks pretty decent. Here's the Thacker. At first I used the Create Your Own Generator, using a light skin Josefina mold with the pixie haircut, and then I went and put it onto the editing app and I darkened the hair, the eyebrows, changed the face shape a little bit, and then I also added Mary Grace eyes to it to make it the proper color. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out as well. The next character that we have is Keith Sensen, who is my personal favorite of the entire series. For him, I did two different versions. The easier one is just to do this Truly Me doll. I can't remember the number by heart, but I'll have the number written on the screen, which is the features, but I'm personally not a fan of the face mold. Here's my custom version where I used a Truly Me doll, and I'll have the photo on the screen. And it had the correct blue eyes and also the classic mold. I think for Keith, you could do either the classic mold or the Josefina. The Josefina having an older look to it, whereas the classic mold has more of the younger, playful look, and I thought that one suited Keith best. For the wig, I couldn't really find a good one. This is the second one that I tried. It was the wig for the Callan doll in the all of the Age You Smiles series, and I chose this wig because I thought it fit Keith better. And I also darkened the eyebrows and changed the face shape a little bit just to match with the original photo. Lastly, we've got Dux Disney, and although he's not my favorite character, he's actually like my least favorite. I think that his doll version turned out the best. I used the same base doll as with Keith, and again the classic mold because Dex is a little bit younger than some of the other male characters, and the blue eyes also fit his blue eyes. And then for the hair, American Girl doesn't have a red-haired Truly Me boy doll, so I looked online for a custom doll and I chose this wig, and then I edited it on, and I think this one looks really, really good. It's definitely my favorite, even though he's not my favorite character, but it turned out really, really well, I think. Yeah. If you want a part 2, please like this video. Also, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!